At this point, we had been on the road for 1 month and we had one last thing we needed to get off our plate from back home.
Selling our house. And man, were we excited when that was off our plate.
Yes. Everything ended up working out with the original buyer, and a traveling notary was sent to us so we could finalize the paperwork and call it a closed deal.
Hey man, I'm signing papers right now. I have a question for you. Okay, thank you, bye. Well, folks, it's all she wrote. Just signed off on the manorhood.
Officially, because sweet little Dottie, with a very fashionable shirt that I asked questions about, met us at our campsite so we could officially sign off on our house.
And so we did. It sounds like all of our stuff's being sent overnight and scanned in and all of that, and we'll have the payout and then we will pay off Rafi.
And this didn't go how we thought it was going to.
Sure didn't.
Not even close. We were actually supposed to close on our house on August 5th. Today is September 8th. And that sucked. But at the end of the day, what are you gonna do about it? It all worked out, and you just have to be patient sometimes. And we just sold our house. I feel good. Do you feel good?
I feel good. We just sold our house and walked back to
our new house.
Our new house.
Now let's talk about the mystery at our new house, Campsite 93. Over here, we have Smokey, which is a cat that randomly showed up at our camper doorstep this morning. I named him Smokey. Actually, the internet did after I posted about it. We came home last night and we were super sketched out because there was literally a can of cat food under our camper. And I was like, are we being punked? Like, is this bad? Like in those bad movies where like there's a sign outside of your house and you get murdered if you have the sign outside. And then this morning, this little buddy shows up and we just got back from the grocery store and literally someone without our permission is putting out cat food underneath our camper in the exact same spot. So I'm gonna go ask tomorrow what's happening and why we are the chosen campsite and why people are putting cat food under our camper. I put the water out because everyone deserves to be hydrated. He came to us from the future, like early edition. Tell her.
Why you so angry?
Tell her. Oh, I can't. He's so cute. Say, can I please come inside?
I don't know where you came from.
I'm not made for this kind of torture, baby. We gotta let him in.
I'm not letting him in. No.
Okay. If he wasn't already named Smokey, I would suggest Cotton Eye Joe. Where'd you come from? Where'd you go?
Whoa. Don't destroy that.
You do you, buddy. She's the mean one. Hi, Smokey Binks. What you doing, bud? Yeah. There's another can of cat food. Someone is trying to make him ours. Very interesting. Did he go to you first?
Yeah.
Smokey Binks. I'm gonna let her pet you because you make me break out in hives. But I'll get the petting stick out later. Hello. Hi.
Smokey loved attention, whether it was with a stick on the picnic table or getting attention from me mid-workout.
Turns out Smokey's name was actually Sassy, and he was a she, and she belonged to a lovely traveling nurse just a couple sites down from us.
Here's what happened. I was outside petting Smokey, and a woman with a dog came by and said, if she gets annoying, just shoo her away. And I says to her, I says, do you know this cat? And she said, yeah, that's my cat. And I was like, have you been the one putting out the wet cat food under our trailer? And she was like, no, but that explains why she stopped eating. She's like, I was about to take her to the vet because I was worried she wasn't eating anymore. And I was like, no, let me assure you, Smokey was in fact eating twice a day at our trailer.
She was 16 years old. She did not act like a 16-year-old. She was a spry,
cuddly
chicken, spry cat. Now to get some much needed self-care in our temporary town and settle into a bit of a routine. Babe, what first is this?
First chiropractic visit on the road.
I like Dr. Barry. He seems cool.
Yeah, he is cool.
He has very good style.
Beth just taught me that childhood trauma does not count and that I probably don't need to put seasonal allergies, but I did it anyway. Thanks for helping me out, babe.
Always here for you.
We just got back from our first adjustment from Dr. Barry since being on the road, and it was very unique. It was like a mini massage and an adjustment all in one. And every time I get adjusted, and it's been a long time, I get really hungry, and then I poop, and then I cry, and then I sleep. So we're in the really hungry phase. I really liked our adjustment. It was different, but it felt nice. And he's pretty funny.
I don't know that I have much to say.
How was your adjustment?
It was lovely. I love massages more than Oreos dipped in milk. And I love Oreos dipped in milk. I used to eat so many Oreos when I get home from school. And I could barely wait for the Oreo to get soft enough because I was so hungry, and then I would eat like an entire sleeve. Anyway, what was I saying I like massages, and he massaged all the different pieces that were real tight, and apparently my shoulder was out.
It was dislocated.
And he like what did he do? He put my hand up like this, and then he grabbed my elbow from behind and put me back in place. I cracked a lot. I've always cracked a lot. And he asked how long I've been cracking my own shit. And I said, probably since high school. And he's like, oh, that's good, because normally when I see people who normally crack their own stuff, I only get like one pop out of them because they've already done it, or they've locked it up in certain places so it won't let it all. So I was like, basically what you're saying is I'm kind of a chiropractor. He said yes. He's gonna print me a certificate, he said.
So overall, very good first experience with getting adjusted on the road.
Yeah, it was lovely.
I'm not ready. This is our first time doing laundry.
At the campground, we've done laundry.
The campground. It was $2 for a wash.
$1.25 for drying.
And we did decide to separate our underwear from our masks because it kind of grossed us out. Meanwhile. Hi, Sassy. We have to move today. We've got to move. We're only moving a few campsites away, actually, and we'll be there for a couple more weeks. Your name is Sassy like Homeward Bound, so maybe you can find us. This first is probably the one I am most excited about, because what is it, Beth Ann?
It's our first date night on the road.
It is our first date night on the road, and things have finally slowed down enough that we can have some us time. Fun fact, in case you didn't know, because we're learning that people don't know, we're not just friends, we're dating, and we're in a committed relationship. And just as we were leaving the campground, we actually heard some live music. We're gonna go get some food and then go follow the music. What we got on the menu?
2 or 3 smoked meats served with 2 trimmings.
Did you say trimmings?
Yeah, I'm very excited. And barbecue corn on the cob, and that's what I'm getting.
Barbecue corn on the cob. Is that what makes this barbecue place? Is barbecue goes on everything?
Everything.
Everything.
I'm actually not sure what it means, but I really like corn on the cob.
What just happened?
They're cheese biscuits. They give them out freely here.
Are we supposed to have those?
No.
Are you going to?
It's another first. I'm doing it for the viewers.
Okay, do it. Oh, you're gonna feel sick. Now let me eat it. Is it worth cheating?
It's like a muffin with cheese. Does cheese go in a muffin? I've never had cheese in a muffin. I'm gonna shit my pants later.
Now we think we're gonna go check out a local park or go to Super Target because that's what Bethann loves.
Super
And
Target. How often do you see those?
I love parks, but it looks like the sun is about to set.
And we don't want our first time in a park that we don't know to be at nighttime.
Yeah.
Because that is not safe, despite us having a knife, mace, and alarm. Do you have the taser with you?
No. Let's go finish out date night. Change in plans for date night. Follow the music.
I heard them drums.
Update on date night. We just finished the live music portion. And now we're gonna go steal a fire pit. Because everyone else at the campsite has one, and we don't. So we're gonna take the blanket.
I always knew this one was gonna get me in trouble.
We're gonna take a blanket and act like we're cold and wrap it around us and then hide the fire ring in our bellies.
I don't think we need the blanket. It's not gonna hide it. I'm not putting my blanket around a fire pit.
Turns out the fire ring that I saw was part of someone's campsite.
Yeah, it was definitely not legal to take.
Then we found another one and it was way too heavy to move. So we're just gonna chill in the camper the rest of the night, yeah?
Or maybe get a fire pit ring.
Probably not. We're closing in on 8:07, so probably gonna call it a night.
Late night.
The next new experience we had was a bit more of a new experience than we had ever had before. So Aaron's husband Levi had just come back from winning a national rifle competition. He told everyone about his trophy and he took it everywhere. He really wanted one day at the range with us so that he could teach us some gun safety, and so we went.
To say guns and gun safety are Levi's passion would actually be an understatement. We shot big guns, little guns, loud guns, quiet guns.
I mean, you want to keep it kind of down in front of you, always facing forward. You don't want to turn to the side and be like, hey, did you see what I shot? That muzzle should always be kind of pointed downrange and away from yourself and anybody else.
Gun range was just one of dozens of experiences we got to have with each other over the next couple weeks, and it was amazing.
We got to hang out with the dogs, and Piper liked to butt people.
We cooked dinner together.
We played in the RV together.
We just got to do life together. We, of course, also did business together, too.
First of all, let's talk about why you created a clothing line.
For me, clothing is just the quickest way that people get to know who you are.
Let's talk about I can't remember. Okay. All right, so let's talk about the distress point. You are not ready. You are not okay right now. I can tell.
In between the laughing, actual business happened. And then we had some fun to celebrate, and wouldn't you know, there were pumpkin patches, margaritas, and singing at the top of our lungs.
Yes, it's a party in Nashville.
When you're having this much fun, a month goes by in a flash. Before we knew it, it was time to pack up and head to Kentucky.
And as you can imagine, the goodbyes were not easy.
Okay. This is what a tough goodbye looks like.
I think we all handled it pretty well.
Well, guess it's just me and the dogs at this point.